Alright, here is my reflection 11 on genderqueer. How would I explain this to someone who has not read it? I believe I would explain these specific chapters as almost as Maya finding out who E wants to be and trying to express that to those around them, or those around her. I believe that this particular series of chapters is extremely important and to anyone who doesn't understand genders and understand how it affects people. For me personally, I misgendered somebody on our first day of class, and it made me feel uncomfortable, so I couldn't imagine how the person who is in this gender is feeling. I think Maya did a really good job of embodying this character who is not a she, but is also not a he, and who doesn't want female parts and doesn't want to have female sex and reproductive system, but also doesn't want to do this for a male and that for a male and this for a male. So I think it's really important that this gender is right in between the both, and I think it's great that it really expands on that, especially for people who are less knowledgeable in that realm. A lot of the events occur at their comic little get-together convention. Why it was 2018, I believe. Why is the story told in this way? The story is told in this way to really put an emphasis on how uncomfortable it makes genderless people when we misgender them. I think it's extremely important that this is talked about and brought to people's attention, because again, this is something where in a society this is a huge thing today, and I think it's extremely important that this book has been such a huge part of our class, because I feel like it has been extremely beneficial in so many ways. The author uses language or literary devices. The author is using language. Maya's really showing the pain it causes when E is misgendered, and sorry, I'm getting really bad at these pronouns. Why does the structure / form of text reveal itself to the audience in this way? I believe it reveals itself to the audience in this way because it is, again, putting an emphasis on this gender, or non-gender, non-binary person who feels as if they don't identify as A or B, so they want to be E. And I think it's extremely important to recognize and value that as a person who tries their hardest to help people feel more comfortable if they are misgendered or who have a gender other than my own. Is this story effective? Yes, I believe this story is extremely effective. This connects to larger social and cultural issues in a tremendous way. Again, obviously we are living in 2024 where people can, again, identify as anything they want, and I think it's extremely important that we are learning these and being knowledgeable people about these concepts and these genders, because it affects everybody as a society, not just individual people. What did it make you think and re-examine about my personal and own life experiences? It just kind of made me think and re-examine like how many people that I have run into or been in class with that I have sat and wondered, I wonder if they would like to be called he or she, they or them, anything in that realm. And it makes me wonder, like, if they don't even know. And so I think it's an extremely important book to be reading. And I'm really glad it was assigned to us.